What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you the proper way to use the gun range to test out your builds. You know, a lot of people want to use the meta guns or the gun that they saw in the TikTok reel, but if you're not hitting your shots with a gun, it doesn't matter what the TTK is. You know, if you read the TTK chart that says this gun kills in whatever 800 milliseconds, if you're not hitting more than 50% of your shots, then that TTK is irrelevant. So we'll show you how to use the gun range to test your actual TTK within the game. All right, guys, we're in the gun range here. As you can see, we got the target dummies in front of us. Just want to real quick go over the information that we have on the left side right here. So you'll see targets killed here. You'll see your accuracy, your damage done, moving target range. We don't care about that. That's for this drop down dummy. And then you'll see your TTK. Now, when you're testing your guns, if you switch guns, all of this information resets. So when you're testing a gun, you want to make sure you finish testing that gun completely before you switch weapons to get the most accurate information. So what we're going to do, we'll start out testing long range. So let's just go with something that's, you know, meta right now, GPR. I love this gun. It is my go-to sniper support. What I'll do is I'll go to this 50-meter dummy and I will down that 5 to 10 times to test these guns. So let's do that now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and as you can see, we've got our information here. So we downed the target 5 times. Our accuracy was 51.59%, and our time to kill was 1.6. So the GPR, if you watch any meta videos or you look up the TTK charts, you're probably going to see that it's supposed to have like a 800 or 900 millisecond TTK or something like that. But as you see, I'm not getting that because I'm not hitting, I'm only hitting 51% of my shots. So my TTK is 1.6. All right, now let's compare that to something that, you know, is not in the meta conversation, which would be like the STG. I guess it's in the conversation, but no one's really using this gun. I mean, I haven't seen it. I love this gun. Let's see what we can do with the STG. So we had 52% and 1.6 with the GPR. This gun is just a beam. I don't care what anyone says. It is just a beam. Maybe I'm just used to it. So here we go. Back over to the stats. We downed the target 5 times. Our accuracy was 67.57, so we went up 15% in accuracy. And our TTK is 0.9, which is a huge difference in game. So guys, don't base everything off of what you saw in the TikTok reel. Right here, I am absolutely frying with the STG, and I'm hitting way less shots with the GPR, which is like a top tier meta contender. So, you know, this is where you figure out which gun is good for you. And now we'll go on to like the way I like to test close range, or damage per mag as well. So damage per mag, you know, with the long range, I would probably just see how many times I could down this 50-meter dummy right here without reloading. And that's gonna kind of give you an idea of how much damage you're doing per magazine. There's 2. There's 3, and I have 7 rounds left over. So that's pretty good for a long range. Sometimes what I also would like to do is just start here and work my way down and see how far I get. So I already know this gun, I can almost get all 4 of them. So yeah, I mean, took a few more rounds. So the STG for me is just top tier. This is my #1 go-to. Here's a little bonus tip, guys. You know, when you're going for these long range targets, close range, whatever, if you're not strafing, you're not getting full aim assist. So if you're just standing still and shooting, your aim assist is not going to kick in your rotational aim assist. You want to always be moving slightly left or right. If I'm long range, I normally just strafe left slightly, kind of like that. And it's not like you're not pulling the stick way over to the left or anything like that. What you're doing is just a gradual, as long as you're slightly moving, that rotational aim assist is going to kick in and you're going to stick to the target. Now, to test damage per mag on my close range, what we'll do is just shoot this first dummy here, see how many downs we can get with one magazine. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have 5 rounds left over. The striker has amazing damage per magazine, and the TTK is also competitive. As you see right here, the striker, I just averaged on 5 targets a 0.56 time to kill. I think the LC10, the #1 SMG in the game right now, at this range, I think the average TTK is something like 0.6. So once again, like, it doesn't matter what people are saying is the meta. Go test your guns, figure out what's your meta. So as you can see, guys, it doesn't always matter what the TTK is. Like, you need to get in the gun range and test these guns out for yourself and see what feels best for you. Like, what are you hitting the most shots with? What are you getting the most downs per magazine with? You know, don't always rely on what TikTok or YouTube is saying, like, this is the best gun, that is the best gun. Like, get in the range and do the test yourself. Thanks, guys. If you learned something today, feel free to drop a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. You guys take it easy.